Today, let's talk quickly about friendships. We all want them, we all need them, we all can't do without them. They come as blessings, they can also come as lessons, they can come as hurricanes, life draining, but then they can also come as easy as pie, effortless and life giving. After using myself for many years as a guinea pig for friendship, I realized actually friendship is easy. It's a blessing at every turn. And we must embrace the gift of friendship and the lessons that it brings. I asked a few people, including my own daughters, what do you think ruins a friendship? And each person has something different that they think. Well, recently Oprah Winfrey and her friend Gail said that if your friendship is not one that is happy for you when things are looking up for you, you better ditch them. And I don't even think that that's the major problem. I think three things actually will likely ruin a friendship. First one is expectations, how you think the friendship ought to be. Secondly is imagination, assuming that they will do and be everything that you imagine them to be. And thirdly, it's disappointment. You end up being disappointed that they didn't actually live up to your imagination. And this is what ruins friendship. But let me ask you, when did you sign this contract with them? When you meet someone for the first time that potentially could end up being a friendship, your brain starts working over time, how you expect them to be. Instead of just coming to that meeting blank with zero expectation. I mean, say for instance that I'm in my area and say I meet Beyonce on my street. And she says, oh, I'm looking for number 3. And I say, oh, let me show you where number 3 is. I know where it is. And she says, thank you. I've just moved to number 3. And then suddenly, in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, Beyonce is now on my street. We can be friends. It would be nice to be friends with Beyonce. I could maybe get tickets for her shows. I could meet Jay-Z. You've worked it all out in your working brain. And then it turns out Beyonce does not know what you are expecting of her. She's just Beyonce. Can you see that you are the problem? Expectation, it means nothing. Assumption, it means nothing. It's not a signed agreement between you and Beyonce. So wanting someone to be a certain way, to match the way that you imagined it, is not their problem, it's yours. The same goes not only for friendship, but everyone that you meet, even marriages. You should meet them with an open mind. You cannot prepare a mental construct in your mind and have the audacity to want them to match that construct that you made up in your mind. That is just a figment of your own imagination. And then you get upset when they're not playing along. It's ridiculous. You will be happier when you learn that no one came to this world to be a certain way for you. And when you realize that, you'll stop asking people to show up a certain way for you to be happy or to be happy with them. They're not obliged to. They didn't come to fill a void that is missing in you. You must fix yourself so that you show up as you are, open, clear, and balanced. They are obligated to be themselves, to go on a journey of self-growth. And at every turn in their growth, they determine how they want to show up. And you, my friend, must respect that growth in them if you say that you want to be friends. You can't show up as a monkey just because it will please me. Nor can I show up as a giraffe just to make you feel good. You must be fine with the friends that you have as they are. Otherwise, you have no business being friends. After all, you're not tied together with, to each other's apron strings. So don't let relationships in the world and friendships in the world make you bitter with the world. It's not that deep. We came to life school to learn. Do not create a need and a demand that your friend comes to fill up any void that's empty within you. And do not try to make them look bad for not showing up the way you expect them to be. It's all your own mental construct. Sort out your inner troubles within, and you will be okay with everyone as they truly are. That is one of the greatest lessons that I've learned in life. Today, I pride myself in saying that I'm exactly myself with my friends. It hasn't always been like that for me, and I've had moments where I thought, wow, this person is expecting more than I can give, because they've imagined that they were coming to get something out of this friendship. More than anything that can ruin a friendship, the one thing for me, hands down, is that unexpressed expectations. I meet you, I imagine the kind of person I would like you to be. I make up how I want you to show up for me. Because of course, I plan to show up for you as well. But then I'm disappointed because you're not showing up for me the way I thought you would. And yet I am there showing up for you just like I imagined I would. Do you see the selfishness in that? The other person is totally clueless about your mental calculations and has no idea how to show up. So if they show up different, it's already a problem. If they show up as themselves, it's an even bigger problem because you don't want to see them as they are. You want to see them as you imagine them to be. In that case, you are the problem. The one thing I learned recently is the Buddhists say that the way is not so difficult for he who has no preference. If I meet you as myself every time, and you meet me as you are every time, there can be no problem in a friendship because both parties will realize that we came here to work on ourselves, on our inner growth, and that is constantly changing. And I can't be your muse. I can't be the muse that you imagined me to be because I'm not static. I'm ever growing, ever evolving as we mature through this life. So the best friendships are the ones where both parties are willing to accept that ever-changing personalities in themselves, to love and respect the growth in each other, and see each other's journey as is, and above all, to show up as yourself every time. Many people judge or rate their friendships based on what the other person is prepared to do for them. This person is not my friend because they can't do this for me. People find friends based on their network or their net worth. I'm afraid those will never truly come under real friendships. When you meet people, love with an open mind and zero expectations, you will most likely find longevity in your friendship that way. And that's the basis for a good friendship anyway. It's based on nothing but friendship. Mutual enjoyment of each other's company. I don't need you to satisfy anything in me, nor do you need me to satisfy anything in you. We are just growing together, lovingly in friendship. I hope this gives you permission to think about the friendship that you have. And like Oprah said, ditch the toxic ones, embrace the ones that bring life. As they always say, there are batteries and there are vacuums. Some give life like batteries, and some suck the life out of you like vacuums. Now you choose which one is best for you. So until next time, be kind to your friendships. Keep it simple, keep it fun, keep it light, and be open-minded. And it would last a lifetime and beyond. Bye for now.